Aloha, I'm David Bauer. You know, there is so much more to you than meets the eye, and I sincerely believe that when you start to understand more of who you truly are, that your life can start to change in the most amazing and positive ways. Years ago, when I used to look at myself in the mirror, I would see all of my flaws, I would think about my limitations, and when I spent time alone, and I used to spend a lot of time alone, I would look for distraction because if I was not distracted, I would be in my head thinking about my limitations, thinking about my disappointments, my fears. And that all changed when I started to understand that there was more to me, that there was a lot more to me. You are a multifaceted person. And right now, the person sitting here watching this video, you're expressing just a small part of the totality of who you are. You are definitely someone's daughter or son, but you may be a mother, a sister, a neighbor, a friend. You might be an artist or a musician. You might love to read. You might be a volunteer with a local charity. There are a lot of facets to who you are, and at any given time, you're only expressing a part of who you truly are. Now, it goes beyond that. This whole physicality of yours is just a small part of who you are. You have layers of energy surrounding and penetrating your body. These layers of energy are where your thoughts and emotions live. This is what's called the human energy field or the human aura, and it's part of your human incarnation. But this entire package of physical and non-physical still is just a small part of who you truly are. You are this multi-dimensional, multifaceted, eternal, limitless being of light. A lot of people call it the higher self. Your higher self is you, but it's the larger part of who you are. It's the larger non-physical part of who you are. And it's an amazing being. It exists beyond the limitations of this third dimension. It doesn't live in time and space. It's this eternal being that is limitless in its ability to create and manifest. And when I first started learning about the higher self, it opened up so many doors and so many possibilities for me. I started to realize that I wasn't the limited person I was seeing in the mirror, that I had a lot more experience, a lot more wisdom, more potential, more capabilities, that I was this immense and wise old being of light, just like you are. All of us are these amazing higher selves, and this human incarnation is just a small focus of our light that we focus into an incarnate experience just for the experience. You are like a beautiful pearl inside of this enormous energetic oyster, this enormous being of light. I know it's a goofy analogy, but that's the way I see it. And once I started to understand about my higher self, I realized I could tap into this resource and make beautiful things happen in my David experience. That I wasn't limited by what I saw with and experienced with my 5 physical senses. And so I actually forged a conscious relationship with my higher self and realized that the higher self is always there, loving you unconditionally, and is allowing you to do your human journey because it's your journey. You're here for the experience. You have free will. It can't do this journey for you. However, it is always there as this loving resource that you can tap into and start consciously enlisting its support in your human endeavors. And once I started doing that, my life started changing in the most beautiful ways. I started manifesting beautiful change, new opportunities. I manifested this loving relationship that I have with my wife. We've been together 10 years now. And it all started with me understanding that what I saw in the mirror wasn't the whole picture, that there was a much larger part to who I am. And there is a much larger part to who you are. It is my sincere desire that you begin to see and feel and understand that there is so much more to you than meets the eye, that you are this limitless being of light. You are a higher self with wisdom and resources and capabilities beyond your imagination. and that you do have the ability to tap into this higher light of yours, that you can heal, you can manifest, you can create a life of joy and love and fulfillment. And it all starts with you consciously connecting with that higher light of yours. My name's David. Thanks a lot for listening. Aloha.